Now, a lot of people have been asking for a evil Yuhi, and I think someone who would watch Manya's shows in time 10 speed, or someone who would destroy the UTS building to make apartment flats, could be considered evil. In all seriousness though, which this episode was not. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Dalton, and today we're talking about episode 47 of the Yugioh Go Rush anime series. An episode that continues with Yuri being possessed by the Earth-Dama and showcases more of that Earth-Dama's personality. So first things first, Gohai Yuna. I really loved how they're showcasing Gohai Yuna's commanding side to her character, as we see her using the Doonies to send search parties out to find Rovian and Manabu. She's also working with Diana Star, which gives her access to MIK's resources like their men and women. Plus, we even see her threatening Fisher Sky with the vacuum cleaner and carrier bag, which means A, she gave him PTSD last time, and B, it was just a brilliant way to kind of get another asset under her belt. Now, I haven't seen much of the Dr. Slump, anime or manga, but even though I could tell this episode was filled with references to Arale. We had Danamu wearing that hat, which makes her design look similar to Arale. We had the art style having a slight shift, making it a bit more cartoonish and a bit more chibi style when it came to presenting Yomu's character, which this change in art style helped to kind of match the energy and personality that was being displayed by Danamu, and obviously making it more similar to what Arale would do in her respective series. Oh, and the whole poop on a stick joke. Yeah, that's definitely from Dr. Slump as well. But with the Earth-Dama itself acting very childish and hyperactive, doing crazy things all over Mutsuba's hell, I think there was a certain goal in mind with it. Its end goal obviously was to make friends with the Yuhi. This is evident by the fact is that after the duel, Danamu was like, oh, we're friends now, hooray! Even though that wasn't something that was agreed upon before the duel started. You can even add on the fact that the Earth-Dama was looking for enjoyable things that they think Yuhi might like, and apply that to the friendship logic. Because normally when you're trying to make friends, you try to find a common interest that you both share with someone else before trying to play with them. A part of me thinks that the reason why the Earth-Dama loves dueling so much is because while it was inside of Yuhi, it was infected by Yuhi's enjoyment. And Yuhi often was enjoying his duels all the time. So when the Earth-Dama was forming inside of Yuhi, it gained the ability to have enjoyment because of Yuhi's sort of bright positivity and effectiveness. And of course, when Yuhi challenged Danamu to a duel, that was a perfect gateway for Danamu to kind of find something that was a common interest between the two. Because it knows that Yuhi loves to duel, and it loves to duel, so again, friendship created. However, with all that being said, there was a bit of a flip side, because Yuhi became disinterested in everything, thus showcasing the opposite emotion of enjoyment, which is boredom. Now, this whole act by Yuhi really didn't amount to anything, except it did give us a heartwarming segment between himself and UTS, where we learned that they build a Tambot, or Tamabot, together out of Rush Duel packs cards that have been opened. Like, yeah, okay, great, UTS building, but at the end of the day, Yuhi's kind of mood swing was a little bit pointless. Again, we now have another duel that showcases Yuhi losing, and normally this wouldn't be an issue, because wins and losses don't necessarily make or break a character. However, Yuhi openly stated that he wants to get stronger, but after this loss, he's not disappointed, he doesn't even acknowledge it, or even show that he's affected by it any way or another. So what is conviction and what is statement to Tenzaki in the previous few episodes ago a lie? Or the other issue here, Yuhi once thought that the Earth-Dama made him a stronger duelist, and yet this duel would have been a perfect opportunity for Yuhi to basically prove that it wasn't the Earth-Dama that gave him his dueling ability way back when he had it. Instead, it was always deep down inside of him, and the Earth-Dama had no influence on that whatsoever. But, again, he lost to it, which isn't great. Okay, I get it. Yuki wasn't in his proper state of mind during this duel. However, he did have a desire to win. And when you're trying hard to win at something, but you lose/fail, you still have that feeling of the sting of disappointment. Anyway, the duel for this episode was rather fun. The monster shown really got me laughing, and I can't lie, when we saw Bluetooth Tamabot dragon being summoned, I thought that it was a really menacing, powerful dragon with like some armor or something on it. But instead, we actually got a Tamabot that was cosplaying as Bluetooth, which was rather funny, I'm not gonna lie. And it kind of fit into the whole goofy, silly aspect that Danamu was trying to present with, this episode. Now, we did learn something really interesting from Ranran within this episode, and she tells us that she could slightly tell what the Earthdemar was thinking while she was under its control. So could this link work in both directions? So could Ranran tell what the Earthdemar is thinking, and could the Earthdemar tell what Ranran is thinking, / whatever its host is? The reason why I say this is because we obviously need an explanation as to how the Earthdemar knows so much about each duelist that it possesses' deck. For example, he utilizes Yumu's deck pretty well in this episode, and he also knows a little bit about how Tamabot works, which could be explained because it can read the memories of its hosts, and that means that it knows that Yumu once used Tamabot, and she uses his dragon deck as well, so it knows how they both work in cohesion. I really do hope they go into more detail about this, because it's really interesting, and hopefully they do explain it. Now, I might be late on this, because it might have happened a few episodes ago and I just haven't noticed, but I did notice this episode has new ending visuals. They changed. We now see everyone in their school outfits for the most part. They don't change much in terms of their designs. But we do see Ranran in her pinkish outfit, which I think is really cool. We see Yuki with his coat that we see him have in the opening. And I really do like that black outfit that we see Yuna using within that ending as well. I think that looks really nice on her. Another amazing detail from this ending was seeing how Mitsuki doesn't even fit on the screen because of how tall she is. Damn, that's funny. We see more of Yugioh and Yugioh, which basically means their paths are still intertwined. We kind of knew that already. But there was a shot of Yugioh and another new character silhouette that we see. Now, this character, I think, is a female, and it shows that it has a deep connection with Yugioh because of the way it kind of is portrayed and visually shown. It just makes it seem like the two are connected in a very important manner, and I can't wait to find out how deeply they are tied. So yeah, overall, this was a really fun and enjoyable episode. I'm curious to see if we'll stay with Yugioh and Mutsubatao, or if we will follow the Earthdemar, because they've now split off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have, hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Arigato, matane. Goodbye.